Hello, my dear friends on YouTube. Welcome back to the One in a Million channel. My name is Eunice Chan, and today I have prepared a very special and activating conversation that I know is going to awaken like the deep inner fire inside of you. I know it's so powerful because as I'm speaking right now, as I was preparing this message, I could feel like a red light just generating inside my body. I could feel it in my stomach, and it was waiting for the moment to come out, and I know the moment is right now. So if you are watching this video and you're like, oh my gosh, what has Eunice prepared today? It is something huge, and I want you to receive it with all your mind, all your ears, all your heart, all your body. And don't listen to just the words that I'm saying. I want you to hear into the frequency of what I am trying to carry through to you through this message. This message is going to activate you in more ways than I can imagine. So if you're feeling some activations that are happening in your body, if you start to feel some things click in your life, like, you know, you're starting to see new ways of doing things, of new ways of operating, new levels of being, please share that in the comments down below with me so that I can celebrate and I can be in this energy of up leveling with you. So in this video, I am talking to not just the person who's sitting behind the screen. I'm not just talking to you who's just watching the video. I'm talking to your inner being. So allow that inner being to pull up a chair and listen and be in this energy together. So welcome into the room. We are talking about riding with momentum today. We are talking about speed, acceleration, growing at quantum speed faster than you can possibly imagine with the human mind. There are so many of us who walk about in life approaching our growth, approaching our desires. When we are bettering ourselves and expanding, a lot of times we stop ourselves in our track and we start to ask ourselves, what if things get too good to be true? What if things are going too well? You know, I've got to start planning for if things start to go wrong, or if things start to go south, or if things don't go as planned. And then I stop myself as I am seeing that the things are going so well. We start preparing for the worst. We start preparing for adversity. The reason I created this video was because I have seen so many people, and myself included, so many people who are expanding themselves, who are growing in their business, who are deepening their relationships, that are creating new bonds and relationships and meeting new people. A lot of times when things are getting too well, we stop ourselves in our tracks and we pause everything, we put everything on hold, and we start wondering to ourselves, what if things are going too fast? What if things are going too well? You know, what could possibly go wrong? And it takes our attention and starting to plan, what if things go wrong? What am I going to do? What am I going to do when I get there, when things turn south? Have you ever had a family member tell you, oh my gosh, your stuff is so good. Like, I love what you made. I love what you create. I love what you do. You gotta get it out there. You gotta like market it on social media. You gotta tell your friends and family. And you're like, oh, you know, I'm just trying to keep it low key. I'm just trying to keep it on the down low. You know, if I put myself out there and if people actually like it, then I'll actually have to keep going. You know, I don't want any of that pressure. Or have you ever been in a relationship where, you know, you are falling so head over heels over a person and the relationship is flourishing, you're growing, you're getting to know each other, things are getting exciting. You know, you have this you've developed this really special and beautiful bond. Like, things are really starting to blossom for the both of you. And then all of a sudden your mind steps in and goes like, hey, what if that person leaves you? What if that person abandons you like the last person did? What if they find out that you're actually not as lovable as you are? What if they, find out who you really are? And then you freak yourself out. And then you start wondering, like, what could possibly go wrong in this relationship? And then you start wondering, well, maybe this person is actually going to leave me in the end or not love me as much as I think they would. And this, my friends, is how we push people away. This is how we push our dreams, our desires, the things that we want, the things that we are asking for from the universe. This is how we push it away. This is how we slow ourselves down. When things are just about to get good, things are just about to be accelerating, we're riding on this wave, and then all of a sudden everything comes to a screeching halt. But my friends, in reality, you want this thing so badly, you want your desires so much that you cannot possibly bear the thought of it going wrong. And in order to protect yourself from the disappointment and the heartache that you possibly are going to experience, you convince yourself, well, maybe if I just go slow enough, I won't hurt myself. If I slow myself down, then I won't have to, have the possibility of going so fast that I run into a wall. And so this is our way of self-protection. It's a defense mechanism. So what do? We slow ourselves down. We start questioning ourselves. We start asking if we are growing too fast. And in the end, we sabotage our growth. I used to do this too. Like, this is a lot more common than you think. And I'm actually quite surprised that not more people talk about this. This happens to me when I feel like things are going too well, money is coming in, friendships are improving, relationship is improving, and then bam, you hit that wall where you start questioning yourself, what if things are going too well? I want to let you know this is entirely not your fault. There is nothing wrong with you for thinking this way. As a matter of fact, it's quite normal that your brain tries to step in and, generate the thoughts to protect you from experiencing a whole new kind of reality, a more expanded kind of reality. Because if you're so used to going at a certain speed, if you're so used to living your life in a certain pace, you're so used to being surrounded by the things that are already around you in your current reality, anything that is faster than that, anything that changes more than you're comfortable with, feels outside of normal. It starts to feel dangerous. So then what do? Your body starts to generate the thoughts to protect yourself. So for those who are not so self-aware, what do? They put the foot on the brake pedal. They start second-guessing themselves. They start wondering if something bad is going to happen to them. Or maybe they even feel guilty when things are going too well. Maybe they think people are going to get jealous of them, or they are making other people feel uncomfortable of their success. But not you. You are tuning in, as you're watching this video right now, you are tuning in to this newer, higher frequency that is available for you, that your inner being is like, oh my God, yes, give it to me. And I just really want to honor this moment with you right now. It doesn't matter at what point in time you are watching this video. You could be watching the video 2 years down the road and it is still so relevant. And the reason for that is because this is such a significant turning point for you from being inhibited in your growth, from self-protection, from stopping yourself from growing too fast or being too good or, shining too bright, to just being completely, fully uninhibited and living fully in your potential and expanding at the speed where you're only pressing on the gas pedal without withholding yourself. So this is so exciting, and I just want to congratulate you and celebrate this moment with you for your greatness, for you choosing to become this person, to go fully forward. So how do we do that? How do we go from taking baby steps to growing in our own speed, fully unleashed, uninhibited, going as fast as we want? So here's how I kind of thought about it. Here's my reasoning. If it's true that we slow down because we feel like speed is unsafe and growing in an accelerated way is unsafe, and changing faster than we're prepared for is unsafe, then it must mean that the opposite must also be true. That if I feel safe enough to grow fast, if I feel safe enough to be uncomfortable, if I feel safe enough to, have a lot of things changing around me, and I can still feel grounded, I can still feel centered, I can keep changing with the conversation, keep changing with the circumstances, I can keep changing with people that I meet and the social circles and all that comes with it, I can accelerate as fast as I want, without losing myself, without losing my identity, without losing my sense of stability, or without losing my sense of safety. Then it means that I can accelerate as fast as I want without losing my sense of safety, without losing my sense of security, without losing my balance, and I can just be fully uninhibited in my life. I could be thriving, I could be living my best life. That is my theory. So that means as long as I can maintain my balance and I can find my centeredness, navigating the newness and the changes as I grow, I can keep staying on track and keep making the best decisions as I continue to go along without freaking myself out. That's amazing. Then all I need to do is just keep making the next best decision at this moment. And then I keep making the next best decision. And then I keep making the next best decision. And then it's going to take me wherever it wants to take me. And this kind of momentum is pretty darn fun. I don't have to stop myself in my tracks and look back and say, hey, what could possibly go wrong? I can just keep making the next best decision. As I move and pivot along, I will find and navigate what is the next best thing for me, what is the most aligned thing for me in the moment. I also have this belief system that I really want to share with you because I believe that it's so powerful in the way that I view the world, and I think it's so expansive, is that the better things get in my life, the better it gets. And it's super simple. Like, it's easy to say it, but it's also very powerful as well, because the better things get in your life, right? The happier you are, the more money you have, the better your relationships are, the deeper your connections grow, then you expand your consciousness of that. So you expand your ability to receive how amazing things get to be. You expand your ability to perceive how much more amazing it can be on the next level. So then you start dreaming for more and more and more and more. When you have such a strong foundation, when you're able to enjoy the fruits of what's happening in your life right now, and at the same time look forward to the future and realize things can get so much better and so much juicier for you. So this is an incredible belief that I've installed in my system that I feel like it has helped me so much in allowing myself to accelerate in my growth and just help me look forward to the next level of expansion that is available for me. I really want to make this very applicable for you. So I'm going to share with you 2 journal prompts that I know is going to help you in experiencing this pivot in your life and making this shift for yourself so that you can crank up the speed to whatever amplitude you want. If you know that you're ready for the speed and you're like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this kind of explosive growth, then you are going to love these exercises. So the first question I want you to answer for yourself is, what are some things or areas or categories in my life that I have been putting my foot on the brake pedal on, even though I want it so badly, I desire it so much, but I've just been putting my foot on the brake pedal. I've not been allowing myself to get it. I've just been afraid of the speed. I've been afraid of receiving it. I've been afraid to really step into that new reality. What are those things? And the second question on the back of the first one, so after you've answered the first question, now what if you were to stop holding yourself back and just fully live. Allow yourself to thrive. Allow yourself to wholeheartedly pursue your growth, knowing that it is safe. You know, whatever desires you have in your job, in your career, in your life, in your family, in your loving relationships, what can happen in 6 months? What can happen in a year? And where do you see yourself in 5 years? If you just allowed yourself to lift your foot from the brake pedal and fully just stomp on the gas, slam on the gas, and allow yourself to go full speed forward without stopping yourself, where could you be in 5 years? So I really hope this video inspires you to see how safe it is to grow, how safe it is to be all of you, how safe it is to expand into your desires for as long as you allow yourself to receive it, for as long as you allow yourself to experience the acceleration and feel the fulfillment and the joy and the life-givingness of it all. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments. For as long as you allow yourself to experience the acceleration and feel the fulfillment and the joy and the life-givingness of it all. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments. And also, please give me some love and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you enjoy these kind of videos. And I would love to see more of you around. With that said, thank you for joining me today in this conversation, and I will be seeing you in the next video.